Hello, welcome to the United Man. My name is Shane. It looks like we've got our first signing over the line. That's Daniel James. Going to be going through some of his main attributes, weaknesses, and his profile from his Swansea time. Okay, let's go. So Daniel James, here we are. Okay, so we've got one over the line, ladies and gents. This signing breeds that Solskjaer is going back to the old school wing play. So that's rapid dribbling skills, direct, obviously put the defenders on the back foot, which is the old school way of Man United's play, where, you know, we'll score one more than you. So it's exciting. As I've mentioned before in one of my previous videos, I don't believe Daniel James will be an immediate starter. He'll be more of an impact player off the bench, but don't be surprised if he ends up in the starting lineup very soon. Okay, so just going into some of his stats from when he was at Swansea. It looks like from his stats, it's not overwhelming. It doesn't look like he was a world beater by any means. But last season at Swansea was his debut season. So we played 38 games, 5 goals, 10 assists, only 2 yellow cards in those 38 games, which is good. Started in 61% of Swansea's games and averaged roughly around 60 to 61 minutes per game that he started in. He is involved in 20% of Swansea's goals last season, so whether that's an assist or a goal himself. Market value was roughly around 3 million, so that's why it's been quoted that their transfer deal was for around 18 million. It was always going to be between 15 and 20, but 18 million at the moment is the reported price that's been agreed. At the moment, it's actually saying that there's a preliminary agreement made between Manchester United, Swansea and Daniel James. I believe it's after the international transfer window opens that they'll release some more information, but deal's done. He's a Manchester United player. Well, he doesn't turn 22 until November, so he's a young lad. But make no bones about it, obviously playing nearly 40 games in the Championship last season isn't anything to be frowned upon. The Championship's one of the toughest leagues to play in. He predominantly is a left winger who comes in on his right foot, so I suppose that's an inside forward / inverted winger. When he's played on the left wing, he's scored 4 goals and assisted on 8 occasions. When he's played on the right hand side of midfield, he's scored 1 goal and assisted on 1 occasion as well. He's also been deployed as the main frontman on about half a dozen occasions as well, but there was no goals or assists registered whilst he was playing in that position. So he's versatile. He is versatile, and like I said, he's predominantly right-footed, but can use his left foot to a great effect. Obviously, starting on that left-hand side, he prefers to, looks like, come in on his right foot, but also delivers with his left foot, which is really good. So that means he can actually be an inverted winger on both sides. So he can, if he's on the right side, he can come in on his left. If he's on the left, he can come in on his right. So, but he's very direct. Very, very powerful runner, very quick. His main attribute, as everyone's alluded to at the moment, that is the obvious one, is his rapid speed. Now, I've heard it bandied about that he's not, Theo Walcott quick. I don't know. The way some of the highlights I've seen him disrupting and basically embarrassing some of the defenders in the Championship, it's not to be frowned upon, but we will see, because there's obviously a few athletes in the Premier League as well, like Kyle Walker, that he'll come up against, Wan-Bissaka. Yeah. But he likes a trick. He's very direct, which is what we've missed at Manchester United for a long time. Not forgetting Giggs' scouting report on him himself, saying that when he's seen him play in a couple of games this season, he basically embarrassed some of the wing-backs he was going up against. He'd got 2 sent off. He scored a goal, and Ashley Williams ended up playing at right back. So, and Ryan Giggs said that was one of the most impressive wing play performances he has seen in a long time. So for Ryan Giggs to endorse such a player, we can't take that lightly. And Giggs has come out also saying, he believes that he can do basically big things in the Premier League. So watch your space, ladies and gentlemen. I believe we have a player on our hands. So don't worry about not knowing who he is, and he's only played one season in the Championship. A good player is a good player. And as they step up in leagues or opportunities or the difficulty, they seem to rise to the occasion and to the challenge as well. So I believe we've got a player. So I'm pretty excited about this one. What I'd like to see, what I'd really like to see is to see some other transfers following in after this one immediately. So the Nations Cup finals on Sunday, I believe. So if we can get some other, deals done early next week, say Tuesday, Wednesday, then it's following suit then, and we can see progress. We can see some form of structure in terms of what type of players Solskjaer's actually bringing in. So if we can do that and follow in some other signings like this one, I'm not even looking for Galacticos names and whatnot. After seeing England playing against Netherlands and seeing De Ligt play, he'd done some impressive stuff. He also got shown up a couple of times, which is, I suppose part of an experience. But if he was to ever end up in the Premier League, there is that physicality which he won't get that in Spain. He'll be the more powerful, more dominant kind of player. I remember when Harry Kane came on, he was getting a little bit pushed around and that kind of thing. So it'd be interesting to see him in the Premier League. But if he was to come now, if we didn't know before, after playing against England and playing against Rashford and Harry Kane and Jadon Sancho nutmegging him, he will certainly know that the Premier League's more physical, if he didn't already, which I'm sure he does. I'm very pleased with the Daniel James signing. I know there's people that, are mentioning, oh, he's a Championship player, all that kind of stuff. Listen, does every single great player start in the top leagues? No, they don't. So, and also, what do you want? What are you expecting? So let me know in the comments as well what you're expecting in terms of what players you'd like to see Manchester United bringing in. What type of player would fit a particular system that you'd like to see? Me personally, I'd like to see us playing aggressively in terms of attacking and using the wing play, which we haven't done for so long, but it's to great effect. It's devastating when it's done properly. So I'd like to see us go back to that. And to be honest, if you're buying the likes of Daniel James, it looks like he's going that way. Wing play, fast. We all know Solskjaer wants quick, direct players up front, which is why he's opted to have Rashford as his main man as opposed to Lukaku, who looks like he's on his way out. Let's not sort of judge this as an overall of our summer transfer dealings. This deal would have been done, I believe, a week or so ago if his father hadn't tragically passed away. So yeah, be encouraged, guys, and let me know what you think of the signing, how you think he'll perform, if you think he'll be a starter, a player off the bench. Let me know. Okay, guys, just a quick brief one on Daniel James, our first signing over the line. Brilliant. Take care, guys. See you soon.